Okay, I'm going to quickly introduce the call because I asked my new coach, Angie Snow, to present to us today. She was with us at Summit. She also has owned other businesses before. She has a big family. She's very busy. She's also working on her John Maxwell Life's coach certification. So I feel like she has a lot that she could share with us. So I'm just going to turn the time over to her and let her share what she has prepared for us.
Awesome. Thank you, Brenna. It's so fun to see some of you since I haven't seen you since Summit. So, hey, hi, Nicole. Hi, Charlene. So fun. It's been, I'm super grateful that Brenna asked me to share some thoughts today. And as I was thinking about what I wanted to share with the team, I've been getting ready to go to my John Maxwell certification weekend this weekend. This is where they tie up your certifications and finalize it. And so I've been doing some preparation there. And there was some things that I've been learning that I've thought I would love to share with this group of ladies. And so the one thought that I thought would be super helpful is that how important it is as a leader and in leadership to believe in people and to believe in others. As a leader of a growing business, your job is to be a visionary for your team. And you're going to rise to the level of that vision based upon the level of your team. So if you want to be a strong leader with a strong team, you have to create that vision. You have to share that vision with your team, and you have to believe in your team that they can get there. When the leader believes in the people, they show that by being committed to the people. And the people that I'm talking about as a leader are not just other coaches on your team, but your customers, right? And our prospects. We need them, prospective customers that are watching us. They're watching you, they're learning from you, they're listening from you. And so I wanted to talk about how, as a leader, how do you show people that you believe in them? And how do you demonstrate that? And a couple steps here that I want to start with. The very first one is, before you can show that you believe in anyone else, you have to demonstrate that belief in yourself. So it starts with number one, believing in yourself, which is sometimes a hard thing to do, right? And it's really hard to add value to others unless you're already adding value to yourself. I want you to think back to, this doesn't necessarily have to be Beachbody related, but it can be anything in your life where someone believed in you. Someone believed in you, and because of that belief, you then had the confidence to take action and move forward. Everyone think of one right now, because I may ask a couple of you to share. The first one that comes to me is when I was in high school, my dad was he was one of my biggest supporters, biggest cheerleaders. Of course, my mom was too, but I just remember having conversations with him. He was my high school woodshop teacher. And he kept saying, we'd talk about school, we'd talk about grades, and he would be like, man, you're doing some great things, Angie. I'm so excited to see you get a scholarship. I can't wait to see you move on. You're going to do some big things in this world. And I was like, oh, I guess I could get a scholarship. Yeah. How am I going to pay for college? These things that he planted seeds in my mind and showed me that he believed in me. And kind of, he still to this day does that. I'll go visit him and he'll be like, geez, just the things you're doing in your business and with your family. I'm so proud of you. And it's so fun to watch you in your success as you're doing this. So that was one person that believed in me. And then I want to share a second experience with you. About 15 years ago, I was a mom of 3 young children. My kids were 5, 3, and 1. And I was a school teacher at the time, and I decided to stop teaching school to help my husband buy a business. He wanted to go into HVAC and start a business. He'd been working in the industry and asked me to be his business partner. Well, my intention for that and my vision for that was, oh, great, I can be at home with my kids and I can just help them answer the phone. We'll do some invoicing. That's where we'll go with this business. But as we started doing the business together, he started painting a new vision for me. Angie, you could help me with some of your creative stuff to help me with the marketing. And I'm like, I don't know if I could. He sent me to a class. And when I was at the class, the teacher was like, wow, you have ideas that I haven't seen before. you should try these. And people started believing in me and stuff that I didn't even know I could do. I had no idea I could do marketing. And so I went back after this class and started doing some of those things. And I was like, holy cow, I started doing things in my community no other HVAC company had done. And when that happened, I started getting recognized. They asked me to come speak and coach other people, and it just kind of escalated from there. But the point I'm trying to make here is not to brag, or I don't mean to do that, but it's more of when one or two people showed that they believed in me, I was able to see a new vision for myself. I was able to see a new path to success and new things that I wanted to accomplish that I would have never even dreamed I could accomplish. And so, just quickly, can someone tell me, let's have one or two of you share who's someone that believed in you? And it doesn't, like I said, doesn't necessarily have to be Beachbody related, but it could be. Anybody have one they want to share?
I will, since I'm unmuted. Sorry, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
When I was like looking into Beachbody and kind of researching and stuff, I didn't think I could do it. Even though I was a personal trainer, even though I taught group fitness, even though I had personal training certifications and nutrition certifications and all of that, I didn't think that I could do it. I couldn't run my own business. That's what I thought in my head. Like, that is too much. I've got 3 kids. I'm working all the hours I can. My husband's working 2 jobs, right? And it was my husband who was like, why not? Like, of course you can. Like, why not? Like, worst case scenario, you take some of these moves and you use them for your personal training and you use them for your classes, and like, just give it a shot. Like, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, and that's all it took, was him to like question why I was like doubting myself. So, and here I am, right? 8 years later.
That's awesome. Yes. And look at the team you have, and look at the number of customers that you're helping and the lives that you're changing because one person believed in you and told you you could do it. That's awesome. Cool. Anybody else want to share? I'm going to get distracted by Katie's cute baby and I won't be able to finish. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you sharing that, Erin, because I feel like it's really applicable to what we're doing as coaches. And I know that I would have never signed up if Brenna wouldn't have been that model for me and believed in me as well. She's like, Angie, you're using the product all the time. Like, you've been buying from me for like 2-3 years. Why aren't you coaching? And, and it's kind of like you said, Erin, well, I guess I could, it's having someone to really believe in you and help you see that you can do that. And so as you're thinking about increasing your customer base, building your team, I want you to remember that it all starts with believing in yourself that you can do that, and then adding value to other people to help them believe in their abilities to do things, their ability to change, their ability to try out a new program, try a new product. And I think as leaders, as we're trying to build our business, we all have our little our tracker sheets and things. We get very over involved in the tasks, which are good. And we know those tasks and the actions that we're taking will help us get closer to our goals. But I would encourage everyone to add to their trackers how important it is to add value to others. And I think as you're going through, commenting, connecting, build that confidence, show that you believe in them, because before you can empower anyone to take action, they first have to have that little bit of belief in themselves. And so if you can be that driver that shows that I believe in you, you've got this, you can do this, they'll have that faith and confidence to take action. The last thought I wanted to share here are the greatest leaders are not the people that are the most productive or get the most tasks done or have the greatest amount of affirmation, but the greatest leaders are the people that have the most awareness of the people that they are leading. And they can tell when that belief quotient is low in that person, that they're struggling with those beliefs. Brenna has been that person for me more than she even knows as my upline. There are times that, in a day. I'm sure, like, now that I try to use my tracker, I'm sure she was checking off a box, like, I got to follow up with Angie. Let's make sure I follow up. But she has no idea how important that follow-up was for me that day. And I needed someone to check in with me, and I needed someone to help me reestablish that belief in myself, whether it was on a program that I was doing or an action step that I need to take as a coach. The first thing is belief. You have to start with belief. And once they believe in it and believe in themselves, then comes empowerment. So see if the last challenge I want to leave you with is to picture in your mind where you want to be 1 year from now. Where do you want to be 1 year from now? How many clients will you have? What will your downline look like? What will your team look like? And really paint that image. And once you do that, I hope that you're not the same as you are right now. I hope you're totally different, but you first have to believe that in yourself, and then start adding that value to other people and help them gain that belief. So my challenge would be to every day think of ways that you can add value. And if that is outside of your comfort zone, to reach out to neighbors, friends, like start with your family, start with people who are close to you. As I was preparing for this, I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, okay, I need to practice adding value to people. So I did it with my son as I was driving him to school. And I was just like, man, I really appreciated the positive mindset you've had this year. I know you hated junior high last year, but you started high school with such a good positive mindset. And I'm just so proud. And let's go celebrate that this weekend. Let's me and you go on a Mother's Sunday. And he was like, yeah, I had tried. Like, thanks, Mom. And, like, people are trying, but they want to be noticed. They want to be celebrated. And I think if people notice and acknowledge that, that's helpful. As you're going on your walks or you're outside and you see somebody, trying to take care of yourself, and you see them at the grocery, hey, I've noticed you've been out walking. Great job. I'm so glad to see you taking care of your health. Hey, I've noticed you've been posting this online. Awesome. Like, let people know you've noticed them, validate them, and add value. Give them credit for the hard work they're putting in, because that's one thing we never do enough for ourselves, is give ourselves enough credit. So give yourself the credit and give the credit to other people, and show them that you believe in them. And that is my little thought for today. So thank you.
That's awesome. I love that. And I think, I've been coaching for a long time. And I think the thing that sets apart the leaders in the top of the company are those, they just believe in themselves, and they know how to show others to believe in themselves, just like you're saying. I think that's one of their biggest strengths and the thing that sets them apart. So I love that you taught us on that today. Do any of you guys have questions or comments, anything you want to add, or just anything at all? It doesn't have to be about what we talked about, but this is your chance to chat, ask any questions. I love how many people are on today. It's awesome.
I just want to give a big thank you to everybody on this call, because just even though we're all so far apart, I do love watching your posts. I love what you share. It motivates me and encourages me. So thank you guys for doing that. I know that it is not a lost cause. Like, you are noticed, and I appreciate that, especially just me personally. Can't imagine how many other people you're influencing with that.
Yeah, and just on that note, something that I thought of when she said that, I hope you're all following each other and supporting each other on your posts. Like, I love to support Katie's coaches and Erin's coaches support my posts. Like, and I just love how we are all connected, and it's not just me running my team and Erin running her team. Like, when you notice a new coach in the team page, go make friends with them and follow them on IG. And I love seeing our little community out on the big social media world. And I love it even more when I see us supporting each other. So if you're not following these women on this call, track them down, send them a friend request, and we can definitely be our own cheer squad.
And I love that sometimes it just takes one comment underneath your post to boost it to reach 100 other people. And so we need to help each other out to just give them that one comment so that they can reach their people. And then hopefully they'll return the favor to do it to you, right? Because we all have those posts where we're like, oh, that one bombed. And it's like, oh, no, like that's where we should come together as a team and support them so that their posts can take off and hopefully others will return the favor for you. I was also a little bit late because I ran potty after I jumped on the call, but did you mention anything about our coach sneak peek this week?
No, I forgot about that.
Okay, so this weekend, I'm gonna do a post in the team page. I was gonna do it this morning and I just have not had a second to sit down and do it. So I'm just gonna, you guys get to hear about it first. So Angie Belmar, who is in the top of the company, she shared a 3-day coach sneak peek that has been working really well for her. And so we decided we were going to try something new and we were going to do it because you learn from the leaders, right? And so we're going to try something new. So it's going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's 3 days. It's going to be a Facebook group. Start talking to all the people, start making posts about it, start talking about it on your stories. And it's just going to be short, simple, and sweet for the 3 days. The reason we're doing the group is because if people don't like to get on social media on Sunday, that's totally fine. They can catch up on the video on Monday, right? So, and then Tuesday night, we'll still have the webinar. So you can still just invite to that if you want. But then if people aren't able to get onto the webinar that night, they're able to have the group to kind of go back through and look through the videos. So hopefully that's helpful for those that schedules kind of have conflicts and won't be able to jump on. So that is our plan. So please start inviting. I would love to see tons of people in that group. I might, I was also going to go through Facebook and see, we have old groups and I might just reopen one of those. So there's already people in there. And then just kind of, instead of recreating the wheel, maybe there are some people that will see the posts that will kind of jump on that we maybe forgot about or haven't talked to in a while. And maybe they're interested. Maybe now's a good time. So any questions on that?
So it starts when, Erin?
Sunday.
Okay,
Sunday.
and then it'll be up for a couple days, right? You said?
Tuesday, and yeah, we'll
Yeah.
leave those up.
Okay.
Yep. What else was I gonna say? Oh, in the team page, when I do the posts, I'm gonna ask everyone to comment with how many people they're going to invite. So be thinking of that. It doesn't have to be a huge number, but please use these tools, you guys. That's why we're doing them. We're not doing them just to waste time, and we're not doing them just to say we're working. Like, we really want to grow our team. This community is amazing. Summit was so much fun. My team cup has been so much fun. Our team, all of these women on this call are incredible, and we can grow our team so much more. And it includes so many more people. So please invite, even if it's 3 people, comment, I'm going to invite 3 people. The more we engage, the more fun it is. I promise. And please, Tuesday night, if you are, even if you're running kids, hop on that webinar. We love to see faces. It's so much more fun when there's actually people that we can talk to. And eventually, we would love to have you guys helping us with those webinars as well. So the more you jump on, the more prepared you'll be when we ask you, and we would love to have you help us with that as well and kind of take a turn in leading. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, let's take a picture then. If you can be on camera, some of you are not right now. Charlene, Brianna, can you guys come back on? There you are, yay. Charlene at least has a picture. Oh, there she comes. Okay, great. This is so fun. Okay, this totally has my reflection in it. So if someone else wants to try it too. But 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, it's not the best, but it works. Okay, I'm so glad you guys hopped on. Any other questions before I close it? Okay, we're going to keep these calls probably 20, 30 minutes. So just try to be on time or you'll miss the bulk of it. But I am recording them too. So if you need to go back, I'll post that in the team page in a few minutes. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you in the team page.
Yeah.